Masters is an 8-day celebration, really. It's just such an incredible event with so many different opportunities, and this is a dream come true for these kids to come to Augusta, just like it's a dream come true for us.
80 youngsters began this Masters celebration out of tens of thousands who competed across America in the Drive, Chip, and Putt Championship. For the fourth year, the Masters Tournament, USGA, and PGA of America organized the program in an effort to introduce new generations to the game. The journey begins with hundreds of qualifiers across the country, and for 80 national finalists, ages 7 to 15, all roads lead to their dream of golf on Sunday at Augusta National Golf Club. Masters invitees and champions have embraced the new tradition and its mission to celebrate and inspire golf's future stars.
6 or 8 years, one of these kids will be playing this tournament. The first kid who ever comes from here and plays in Augusta will be an unbelievable accomplishment.
Dear Mr. Jones and Mr. Roberts, it is extremely difficult, if not impossible, for me to put into words what I feel about the Masters Tournament and the Augusta National Golf Course. I can recall that as a young boy, the Masters was something I read about in the papers, and it was my burning ambition to someday be able to play this great course. I finally achieved this honor, and have had the pleasure of competing in 6 Masters, and the good fortune to win on 2 occasions. I realize now why participation in the Masters meant so much to me. As far as I am concerned, there will never be another tournament to equal it. Even today, I retain a longing to win it again and again. I know this feeling will stay with me for years to come. Therefore, to you, Mr. Roberts, to Mr. Bob Jones, and to each member of the Augusta National, I want to personally express my sincere and humble thanks for this great course and tournament, and for the many wonderful memories it will always have for me. Most sincerely, Arnold Palmer, my grandfather.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming and expressing our love and affection to Mrs. Arnold Palmer. Well, good morning and welcome to the 2017 Masters. It is a wonderful, but in one respect, difficult day. For the first time in many, many decades, someone is obviously missing from the first tee here at Augusta National in the Masters. The almost unbearable sadness we all feel at the passing of Arnold Palmer is surpassed only by the love and affection for him, which will forever reside in our hearts. Arnold Palmer was more than the king, a title he justifiably deserved by virtue of his 4 Masters victories and more than 70 PGA Tour and Senior Tour wins. Arnold Palmer was my friend. He was your friend. Despite all of his fame and fortune, he always had time for all of us. A smile, an autograph, a photo, he was always giving. But it still hurts so bad that he is not here with us today. We knew this day would come. We counted our blessings over the last several years as his health was beginning to decline, but his smile and his graciousness never changed. As he would walk to this very tee for this ceremony, we would point and shout above the cheers to our kids and grandkids, "Look, look, it's Arnold Palmer." And the kids would radiate smiles because they knew they were seeing a legend. And you know what? He would always smile back. That's the Arnold Palmer we remember, we miss, and will forever love. I am so happy that this honorary starter ceremony continues today, as it always will, in the good hands of Arnold's great friends, themselves legendary golfers. First on the tee, golf's great international champion, a winner of 3 Masters titles, a man who played in a record-setting, unbelievable 52 Masters tournaments. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Mr. Gary Player. Next on the tee, we welcome back our 6-time, yes, 6-time Masters champion, a man whose accomplishments here at Augusta National and the Masters are unmatched, even to this day. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Mr. Jack Nicklaus. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 Masters has now officially begun. Have fun.
After storms in Georgia led to a suspension of Wednesday's par 3 contest, first-round conditions are difficult. Defending champion Danny Willett hit a brilliant second shot to the par 5 13th. And made the putt for eagle in an opening round 73. Jordan Spieth never worse than second in his 3 Masters appearances. Puts his 3rd shot in the water at the 15th hole.
I struck the shot well, I just hit the wrong club. I moved up and I clubbed down, and that one just didn't hit the same wind.
He makes a quadruple bogey and shoots his highest Masters score. World number 3 Jason Day looks forward to the start of his 7th Masters.
2 things in my life, Tiger Woods and Augusta National and Masters is why I play golf.
But it's a difficult year. His mother underwent surgery for lung cancer just 2 weeks ago. He shoots 74. Phil Mickelson at age 46, a bit of a magic number around here.
His game's actually gotten better in the last couple of years. It's a great time for him.
Phil and his caddy Bones are teaming up for their 25th Masters, and they're off to a great start. With an eagle at 2. And a birdie putt at 13 for a round of 71.
It was great. Anything at par or better today is a phenomenal score.
Rory McIlroy, for the 3rd year, he's trying to complete the career Grand Slam with a win at the Masters.
I thought if anyone broke 70 today, that would have been an unbelievable score. I'm walking off there ecstatic with a 72.
He's grouped with 22-year-old John Rahm in his first Masters, but already ranked 12th in the world and coming off 4 top 10 finishes in a row on the PGA Tour.
It was an amazing experience, you know. It was a great day, and with the win we had today, you know, I'll take the one over. There's a lot of golf to be played.
Dustin Johnson is number 1 in the world and has won his last 3 tournaments. But last night, he fell on a staircase in the home he's renting and injured his back. He tries to warm up for his 2:03 tee time, but is unable to continue.
It's unbelievably difficult. It's, this is one of my favorite tournaments of the year. I feel like I'm playing the best golf of my career right now. I'm very sad.
The average score today is almost 75. Hidden behind the leaderboard at 10 is Ernie Els in what may turn out to be his final Masters. 3 over par and playing his 4th shot. In his final year of eligibility for winning the Open Championship, he comes to 16 just 1 over on the round.
How about even par for the Big Easy? Oh, great stuff.
There's more great stuff at 16, where Bubba Watson has stubbed his 2nd shot and has this to save par. A 74 for the 2-time Masters champion. Lee Westwood at 17 for his 5th birdie in a row. And is alone in 3rd with a 70. He's in a group with Sergio Garcia, the only player in the field who does not make a bogey today and shoots 71. A score equaled by Justin Rose. Because this shot set up a birdie at 18. There were 2 remarkable rounds. The first by a 37-year-old who earned his first trip to the Masters by winning Jack Nicklaus's tournament.
Believe it or not, I was not nervous at all today. I really even surprised myself. Now, when I heard 4 please, William McGirt now driving, I almost shed a tear.
Then there was Charlie Hoffman, whose 9 birdies today, 9, included both par 3s on the first 9. Another one here at the par 3 12th. Which tied him for the lead. And 4 more birdies after that, including here at the par 3 16. Becoming the 3rd man in Masters history to birdie all the par 3s in 1 round. An amazing 65.
For lack of any better words, I mean, it was a dream. I mean, you hit the shots that you're sort of looking at, and then the hardest part is to convert the putts, and I was able to do that.
It's the 4th Masters for Hoffman, whose best finish was a tie for 9th 2 years ago when Jordan Spieth won. 93 players in the field, only 11 broke par. 7 more were at even par, headlined by Rory McIlroy. 57-year-old Fred Couples won the Masters 25 years ago. 58-year-old Larry Mize won it 30 years ago. Was an old Quonset hut built in 1953 for the press. That was replaced in 1990 by a building 4 times the size. From those buildings, the stories went out about Augusta native Larry Mize and an upset win in a play.
How's that
look? Oh! Against Seve Ballesteros and Greg Norman. 10 years later, the news was spread of a 21-year-old.
There it is, a win for the ages.
Who won his first professional Masters by an unheard of 12 strokes. This year, the stories will be told from a new state-of-the-art building unlike any the sport has ever seen. From its working arena to its magnificent entryway, it is both an office and tribute to the press, with displays linking the past to the present. A new working home for reporters who went the distance with Hogan, Nicklaus, and Palmer.
Augusta's the one that's always made us the most comfortable and the most welcome. From the clubhouse to the veranda to this mansion we're in now. I, for one, having been here for 400,000 years, is very grateful, and I'm very appreciative, and I don't believe I've ever written a bad word about it because I didn't need to.
There are 5 amateurs in this year's Masters, none more excited than Latin America amateur champion Toto Gana from Chile. The top-ranked amateur in the world is Curtis Luck, who tees off as both the Asia Pacific and U.S. amateur champion. And with an even par 72 on Friday, makes the cut right on the number at +6.
It's a lot of fun. It's something I've dreamt of since I started playing when I was 10.
The surprise is Stuart Hagestad, winner of the U.S. Mid-Amateur Championship, reserved for amateurs at least 25 years old. No mid-amateur champion has ever made the cut at the Masters. Until today. Hagestad nearly eagles the 18th hole and will take a 3-stroke lead to the weekend in the competition for low amateur.
It's something you dream about as a little kid, and to have the opportunity to play the weekend and being the first mid-am to do it, it's definitely something that was in my mind the entire back nine. So I'm really happy that we got it to the house and we had a great one there on 18.
On Friday, the wind is from the northwest, the toughest wind on the course. William McGirt is in the 8 a.m. first pairing at the par 3 fourth.
My caddy says, I hope you hadn't given up on it. Just perfect.
He shot 73 and finished the day in 5th place. Sergio Garcia at the day's most challenging hole, the first.
I think the birdie on 1 was massive because it's probably the toughest spin we have on that hole.
Garcia for eagle at 2. And adds another birdie at 3. Rory McIlroy with a testing chip at the par 3 6th. Slams it home for a birdie. John Rahm double bogey 10 and immediately turned to his caddy and said,
I'm like, I know it's probably the hardest hole in the golf course right now, but we're gonna make birdie.
He was as good as his word. Adam Scott, after an opening 75, on the tee at 6.
Cut it hard. Cut it hard.
Shot 69 and was back to even par. Garcia in a difficult lie in the bunker at 12.
Hands down, the best bunker shot I've ever hit. I would have taken 3 any day of the week and twice on Sunday.
3 under for the tournament at 17. Birdied to tie the lead because Charlie Hoffman missed long par-saving putts at 6 and 7. And a short one at 8. A new name moved to the top of the leaderboard. Thomas Pieters from Belgium in his first Masters. Knocks it stiff at 6. His drive at the par 5 13th came to rest on the pine straw. He played his second shot like a veteran. Setting up this putt for eagle. And he tied the lead with a round of 68. Since turning 50, Fred Couples has made the cut in 5 out of 6 Masters, and this year would be no different.
Be right. Be right.
be right.
His approach at 18.
Oh, that just is going to have more momentum than anything. Right to the top of the hill.
How about start turning toward the hole?
And it's...
You know, my goal is to keep fighting with these guys. You know, tomorrow's, it's a tough day, and I'm not thinking winning this tournament, but I'm thinking continue to play well and see what happens.
Ricky Fowler, who finished his first round with a double bogey, gets both strokes back with an eagle at the par 5 second, and might have taken the outright lead had it not been for this shot into the 15th. Bogey, but he shot the day's best round, a 67. Phil Mickelson's round was an adventure filled with 5 birdies and 6 bogeys, but his most interesting hole was 15. Where he pitched his third shot over the green. Putted his fourth short, and then did this.
Would you expect anything else from Phil Mickelson? There are 5s, and then there are Phil Mickelson 5s.
Jordan Spieth battled back to even par with late birdies on the second 9. And tied Mickelson for 10th.
It was a really good day today at Augusta National. I'm very pleased with the second round of this Masters, and we're in a position now where we, I think, can go out there and win this thing.
A 4-way tie for the lead heading to the weekend. A range of experience from Peters in his first Masters to Garcia in his 19th.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a real golf tournament this weekend.
I've contended in a couple majors, and obviously being in position going into Saturday here at the Masters is going to be special.
If I just get in contention on Sunday afternoon, that's all I want.
Sunday would have been Sevy's 60th birthday. What would it mean to you to win, put on the green jacket on Sunday?
It would mean, I don't know, it would mean a lot. It's difficult to describe it until it happens. But at the same time, it's Friday afternoon. It's not Sunday. So hopefully we'll stand in here and we'll be talking about that feeling again. That would be the best thing that could happen to me. And, you know, I'm going to do my best to make sure that I'm here to tell you how it feels.
53 players made the cut, which came at 150, including Masters champions Couples and Scott. But defending champion Danny Willett missed it by 1 stroke. By tradition, Saturday is called Moving Day, and there certainly are opportunities. 12 players are at par or better, and no one is more than 10 strokes from the lead. Jason Day is first off the tee on a beautiful morning. Kevin Chappell at the 7th hole. An eagle, and he shoots 70. Gary Player encouraging his countryman, Charles Schwartzel, who was tied for 16th at the start of the day. Amateur Curtis Luck on a day of tough shots and great shots in a round of 75. His competition for low amateurs, Stuart Hagestad, dares to play a flop shot back towards the pond at 15. Which pays off in a birdie to the delight of all the friends and family who have come to watch him play.
This tournament obviously means the world to me, but I mean, for these guys to come, out and support me, it's so much more than just the golf tournament. It's the experience for the patrons and the membership and the viewership, and as long as they're having a good time, I'm lucky that I could help provide them with a fun week.
One of the featured pairings today is Jordan Spieth with Phil Mickelson. But while Phil goes out in 3 over par, Spieth's first 9 is a 3 under 33. The best of the day. Charlie Hoffman at 4. Makes that for birdie and is the outright leader once again. Ricky Fowler has left himself a long birdie putt at 8. And he's one back. Ryan Moore moves into contention. It's his 9th Masters and he's never had a top 10. But he shoots back-to-back rounds of 69 and ties for 4th. John Rahm at 12. He was 3 under for the tournament. But made double bogey and finished even par. Jordan Spieth and his caddy, Michael Greller, in a classic moment at 13.
What did Arnie do, Mike? Hit it right below it. 20 feet. All right, let's do that. Hit down, ball. Hit softly. Softly. Softly.
What would Arnie do? As Greller said, he'd have done something like this. Spieth 2-putted for birdie and was just 2 behind. Schwartzel must have received good advice from Gary Player. He birdied all the par 5s except for 15, where he made eagle and shot 68. As he stood on the tee at 12, Justin Rose was 5 strokes behind. And just like that, it was 4. Sometimes it seems there are only good days with Phil Mickelson, no matter what his score. Mickelson's chances ended with a 74. Spieths are getting better.
You got to play like Arnold Palmer out here. Something like today's round and then maybe finish it off a little bit better, and it might be enough.
Garcia, still 2 behind the leader Hoffman, is headed for trouble at 13.
Yeah.
But the ball stays out of the tributary of Rays Creek.
Yeah.
Rose birdied 13. And now birdies 15, and for the moment ties Garcia, who takes advantage of his good fortune. And makes birdie to go 5 under. Rose at 17. Again, ties for second place. Ricky Fowler with another long birdie putt at the par 5, the 15th. And he ties Garcia and Rose. Sergio over the green in 2 at 15. Again shows off his short game and makes the tap to tie the lead. And then it's Rose's turn at 18.
Birdie for Justin Rose.
One swing changes the day's story for Charlie Hoffman.
Go. Get up. Go.
who double bogeys 16. Sergio at 18, a par save to remain co-leader.
That might just tell you a whole lot about what's going to be in his heart tomorrow.
On moving day, Justin Rose made 5 birdies in his last 7 holes to advance from a tie for 6th to a tie for 1st. Garcia is the only player in the field under par in all 3 rounds.
Things began to click and I had my run. So I trusted in that fact. But yeah, I set a sort of a positive goal going forward to start making some birdies.
Having a chance to win a tournament is always exciting. Having a chance of winning a major and winning here at Augusta, it's extra exciting. So you do have to calm yourself down, not get ahead of yourself, take some nice deep breaths.
2 Masters champions, Scott and Schwartzel, are still within range. Big numbers hurt others. Peters double bogeyed 11, McIlroy the 7th, Couples the 15th. Masters Sunday, a day filled with anticipation. Patrons gathering early and with good reason. In the penultimate pairing, they'll watch Jordan Spieth try to win his 2nd green jacket in 4 years and put the memory of what happened on Sunday last year behind him, while fellow competitor Ricky Fowler looks to claim his first major. Seve Ballesteros was Sergio Garcia's idol on what would have been Seve's 60th birthday. What finer tribute than victory?
It will be a fantastic day if at the end of the day he's wearing that green jacket, not just for Seve, myself, but for Spanish golf in general.
The Australian amateur Curtis Luck makes 4 birdies in a row starting at the 12th hole. And is just 1 behind Stuart Hagestad, who responds with 3 birdies of his own on the second 9. And wins low amateur.
I turn 26 tomorrow. I'm playing Augusta National on a beautiful day on Sunday. But I came here to play my best and to test my game against the world's best.
Hideki Matsuyama, low amateur in 2011. Posts the best score of the day, a 67, and finishes tied for 11th.
What a start.
Garcia quickly builds a 3-stroke lead. Justin Rose is coming off a bogey at 5.
Beautiful.
He birdies 6 and then 7. Ricky Fowler is 1 over on his round, putting for birdie at 8. But he, fellow competitor Jordan Spieth, and the other contenders have fallen back on the first 9. Spieth is 2 over on his round. Only Paul Casey makes a move. With a first 9.32, but he's 4 back. Rose at 8 to tie the lead.
Has he done it? Justin Rose.
When I birdied 6, 7, and 8, it became pretty apparent that it was me and him down the stretch.
The distance is growing between the last pairing and the rest of the field. Charles Schwartzel birdies 11, but is 4 back. Thomas Peters birdies 12 and 13 to tie Schwartzel. Matt Kuchar makes 3 birdies in a row at 12, 13, and 14, but he's still 5 behind. As he stands on the 10th tee Sunday, Garcia is tied with Rose, and they are 3 shots clear of Fowler in 3rd place. But Sergio's tee shot is short and right. And he makes bogey from there. Spieth is 7 behind, playing 12. Where, for the third time in his 4 Masters Sundays, he puts his tee shot into Rays Creek. Kuchar at the par 3 16th, a hole he says has given him problems in the past.
It was such a thrill, and when they flipped out, it was just it was kind of pandemonium on the tee box, and what a thrill.
The golf ball went to 8-year-old Owen Lockerbie, wearing a Sam Snead hat and an Arnie's Army badge.
This is to get him to 5 under, along with Kuchar and Schwartzel, and the Masters rookie is in the conversation.
Adam Scott at 14 after consecutive rounds of 69. And the 2013 Masters champion gets to 4 under par. Garcia was in trouble off the tee again. This drive pulled left. And while he got close to the green, he made another bogey and fell 2 behind. Rose and Garcia both parred the 12th. Peters and Schwartzel both 2-putted for birdies at 15. There were 6 holes to play in the 81st Masters. And Garcia drove into trouble.
I didn't hit that bad a drive. This drive was probably going 3 yards left of the ones I've hit the other 3 days. And unfortunately hit the tree and went in the bush.
He took a penalty stroke for an unplayable lie and pitched his 3rd back into the fairway. Rose, 2nd shot.
Center of the green, see if it'll catch the slope, feed to the hole.
I actually thought I hit a really good iron shot into 13. Hit a great shot, unfortunately just it carried too far.
Got lucky to make a 4 here yesterday. Can he scratch out a 5? There's a chance.
Matt Kuchar at 18. Matched the best round of the day, a 67, and finished tied for 4th. Rose putting for an unlikely eagle from over the green at 13. Rory McIlroy putting for par at 18. Can take some consolation from his 4th consecutive top 10 at the Masters.
Getting to that must make for Sergio for par.
That putt, even though it was a par, it kind of got me even more confident.
Rose for birdie and a 3-stroke lead.
If he misses at that point, I'm 4 clear, and I got my eye on Thomas Peters and Matt Kuchar instead.
What might have been a 4-shot lead remained at 2. Peters dropped back with a bogey at 16. Paul Casey for birdie at 18. and his third top 6 finish in a row at Augusta National. Garcia at 14.
What a shot. Just what he needed. Getting better and better.
Made the putt and cut Rose's lead to 1. Spieth birdied 15 and then 16 and was back to even for the tournament. 4 holes to go. Rose leading by 1. Hits his second to 15.
Down. Down.
Asking for it to get down.
Down.
That sounds like he tugged it, and he did. But that's not bad right there. That's okay. 8-iron in his hands right now for Sergio. He's the artist. He's the matador. Really high, hard, accelerating follow through, trying to get it up in the air. Oh, he almost holds it out in the fly.
I've probably hit one of the best 8-irons I've ever hit. I mean, from the fairway, we didn't know if it hit the hole or hit the flag or what happened. Obviously, it was straight out. I think it bounced and hit ricochet of the flag and went to probably about 12 feet or so.
At 18, Schwartzel put the finishing touch on a pair of 68s for the weekend. And had his best finish since winning 6 years ago. Back to 15, Rose for eagle.
It's now punch, counter punch between these two. Okay, nicely done.
Now Garcia's turn.
Sergio Garcia with an eagle 3 at 15.
Rose for his birdie.
We have 2 at -9, 3 holes to play. One of these men will be the Masters champion at the end of the day. Great pat with the putter from Justin Rose to Sergio Garcia's great sportsmanship.
The 16th hole. Garcia catches the slope, but is slightly above the hole. Rose, below the hole, will have the longer but easier putt. Justin Rose is 10 under par. Garcia led by 3, trailed by 2, fought back to tie, and is now 1 down with 2 holes to play.
That's got to be heartbreaking.
Spieth finishes with a birdie at 18 and a tie for 11th with Ricky Fowler, among others.
Proud of the way we finished the round today. 3 birdies in the last 4 holes, and I can definitely take a lot of positives from this week.
At 17, Rose missed the fairway with his tee shot and was in the front bunker for his third. He'd need that to keep his lead. Sergio parred, and once again the tournament was tied. In effect, the 72nd hole was match play, and Rose was first.
8-iron. Took him right. Oh, he's got
what a kick.
Oh,
What a
my
kick.
goodness, what a kick. Wow. That's a flat-out blast.
Oh, what a shot! The shot of a lifetime for Sergio.
Thumbs up between friends and rivals, and Rose was away.
I kind of felt that if I could make that one, certainly his putt got very difficult, and then when I missed my putt, I feared for the worst.
No. He hung it out.
I was very comfortable with my read. I thought it was just the right edge putt. Unfortunately, didn't want to break.
Garcia led 7 holes today. Rose led 6. And 5, including the last, were tied. Sergio's fiancée, Angela, Justin's wife, Kate, wished each other luck. Matt Kuchar and his sons settled in to enjoy the drama. And Rose drew number 1 and led off the 18th tee.
He's concerned, and he should be.
Garcia took a deep breath.
He likes it. Oh.
Hugs the right side.
Wow,
But
just scuttled through the corner.
I really had nothing. There was no way of flighting it and cutting it so low under that tree. I just had to, I didn't hit a great shot, but it was just all about just getting it back to the fairway. But it was all about just trying to make 4.
And he knocks it in there close again.
That's pretty good. He knows how straight that putt is now.
It's better than the reaction.
Rose for par. Sergio with 2 putts to win.
And after so many years, once and for all for Sergio.
From the drive this morning here to the course, I felt very calm. I felt very at ease. When I get into playoffs, usually, I can go out there and kind of free will it. And obviously, he took great shots and a wonderful putt. He said, nobody deserved it more than you do.
I always said, before I won at Merion, you're going to win majors and you're going to lose majors, but you've got to be willing to lose them. You've got to put yourself out there. You've got to hit the top of the leaderboard. There's a lot of pressure out there, and if you're not willing to enjoy it, then you're not ready to win these tournaments. And I loved it out there.
On Sunday night, Chairman Billy Payne presented Stuart Hagestad with the Low Amateur Trophy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the 2017 Masters champion, Sergio Garcia. Danny, I would be grateful if you would place the green jacket on Sergio.
He first came here in 1999 and won Low Amateur and seemed destined for greatness. And now in his 19th try, more than anyone in tournament history, on the birthday of his idol Seve Ballesteros, he adds his name to a trophy of legends. In the year we said goodbye to the king.
The young man from Latrobe, Pennsylvania.
4, please. Arnold Palmer, now driving.
Arnold Palmer is the Masters champion of 1960.
I don't know what to say at the moment. I'm probably as happy as I've ever been in my life.
Have you seen anything like that?
Yes! At long last! One of the epic performances.
I get to call myself Master Champion. That is amazing.